Do you have imaginary conversations with that person? Do you do it a lot? Do you have these monologues in the middle of your living room, in the bus, in the gym? Keep watching. Hi everyone, Marianna here, and for those of you who don't know me, welcome to my channel, Become Secure Now. And well, I am a clinical expert in anxious attachment and affective sciences. I'm a therapist and I'm a coach as well. And I am here to help people go from anxious attachment to secure attachment, because I'm here to help you discover the gift of secure attachment that everyone deserves to have. So in this video, it's very special to me because this has been pretty much the premise of my life for years. So this is these monologues, okay? These imaginary conversations that I've had with so many people because I've been in moments of high stress. So today I'm going to bring you two kinds, okay? And the two biggest kinds are the ones that affect people with anxious attachment the most. One is that kind where you have a meeting with someone. Is it something about work? Is it something about your beloved or whatever? You're ready to say something. You're ready to complain, or you're ready to express your feelings, express some thoughts, ideas. You're gonna ask for a raise. Who knows, right? So anything in preparation to a conversation that you're gonna have. So when we're having these monologues, because we're preparing what we're going to say, I just want you to know that this is 100% normal. You're not having some sort of mental illness. Okay, so what it is preparation and rehearsal. What happens is that we feel compelled to prepare and rehearse because we're lacking confidence. Okay, so when you have a lack of confidence, then we feel the need to have some sort of backup of what we're gonna say and prepare so then we hit every chord because you don't want to fail. So this is very simple. We just have to tell ourselves first, this is how I really calm myself down so then I can stop doing this. Okay, I would sit down and I would do this breathing. I would inhale for 3, hold the breath for 9, and exhale for 6. And I will do this 10 times. And I will look in the mirror and say, Marianna, you're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. Because I started to talk to myself as if we were a team. And I'm like, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. And that, the more you repeat it, the less afraid you feel, because lack of confidence is just fear. You're afraid. So then you have to prepare. You know, when you're going to face some sort of challenge and you have a test or a quiz or some sort of, whatever challenge, then you need to prepare. You need to study. So that's what you're doing. You're studying. So that is case number 1. Case number 2 are those monologues and conversations that you're having when you're highly stressed. And these have a theme of a dissatisfied past. So this is a conversation that you've had with someone that maybe it didn't go so well, or maybe you were trapped in the anxiety, you were trapped in the fear, you were trapped in the stress, and then you didn't get to say everything that you wanted to say in the shape or the tone that you wanted, okay? And then you didn't include, these comebacks or really what you wanted to say. You just missed a few things. So then you start scanning, you bring back from the past this conversation, you start scanning what went down, and you start reliving the conversation, and then you include, these witty comebacks and, how you are telling this person off. Like, well, you don't know what you missed, well, you dumped me, and something really sassy or something really saucy that you wanted to say, and in the end it just didn't happen. So for that, okay, that one gets a little bit more tricky because the other one didn't happen yet. So we're preparing and rehearsing. The one that already happened and you're still rehearsing, okay, we just need to practice not confidence, but acceptance. Remember that our ego is there telling us a shit ton amount of lies. So imagine how much of a liar the ego is, that is telling you that by rehearsing and doing these monologues, it can make you feel like you're changing the past. I mean, what a huge crock of shit that is. That's a huge lie. So we need to sober up. Okay, so then look in the mirror and say, I accept the situation as it is, and I accept it with humility. Because when ego talks to you, what it's doing is giving you the opposite of humility, which is pride, and is trying to tell you that if you think about it, you can change it. And it's a delusion, that's never gonna happen. So breathe, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I accept the situation the way it is, and I accept it with humility. I accept it with humility. I accept it with humility. And really take in and start to get these feelings of peace, that you take it with humility, that you accept what happened. Developing acceptance can be a great tool because you suffer less, trust me. Usually when this happens to you a lot, okay, I just want to tell you that if your anxiety is really high and that's what is triggering these imaginary conversation, that means that there is a big disconnection between your own voice, your own inner voice of your emotions, of who you are, your own self-love, your own self-compassion, your own faith, the voice of your soul is kind of quiet down because you're not connecting with it. You're really distracted by the anxiety, trying to resolve things that you can't resolve, or trying to go ahead of yourself and trying to prepare for something that hasn't happened yet. So if this is plaguing you, that means that your anxiety is high because your own inner connection is low. Another thing is that we have to stop giving these situations so much importance. If you're looking at this person that you're going to talk to, just remember that this person is also a human. No one can do anything to you. It's a human. Okay, I remember watching, I don't know what was it, Rocky 3 or something. It was Clubber with Mr. T. And then Apollo tells Sylvester Stallone, and tells Rocky, he's just a man. He's just a man. So then I remember back then when I would want to ask for a raise or talk to my ex-boyfriend or talk to my boyfriend or about something, my boyfriend at the time, I'd be like, he's just a man. He's just a man. Not think that these people are just huge monsters and dinosaurs are going to come attack you. We have to create distance, okay? That exercise of the breathing and then accepting what you're doing is you're creating a distance from yourself and the problem, because you're really connecting and grounding with your own body and your own mind. You're listening to yourself, and then you're doing the work, okay? And it really requires everyday practice. It's not going to happen overnight. And then most of these situations, and this is something that I found in my own personal research, that most of these situations don't really happen the way we think, okay? Because maybe you're imagining these conversations are going to happen in like a room or something, or an office, when in the end you end up talking on the phone, or you end up talking in the car. Or maybe you're thinking that you're preparing because this person is going to be super angry at you and super aggressive, and then when you end up talking to this person is absolutely collaborative. So just know that most of the time this impending doom that we have in our head never really gets to happen. But if you are into maybe this side here, where you're trying to change the past, is that humility. We need to step out and sober up, get out of that delusion that we can change the past. Because the more you rehearse it, then your brain subconsciously thinks that that's going to give you a result, but that's a lie. Okay, so then what happens? Just know that if it's happening to you and it's plaguing you, that means that you're believing that by changing it, by rehearsing it again and repeating it again like a movie and editing it, is not going to change anything. So we need to accept this is what happened. Yes, we had that conversation. This is what happened. It didn't go great. I accept the way it went. I accept the situation, and I accept it with humility. So I hope this video served you well, and don't forget to give me a like, don't forget to leave me a comment, don't forget to subscribe. And this channel comes with gifts because I always have a gift for you. So there is a link down below that is my gift to you. It's a free consultation with me where you and I get to talk for a whole hour, and you will get to tell me about your situation and your emotions, and I would screen your application with you, and I would screen you myself, yes, myself, to make sure that you are really anxious attached. And if I see that we're a good match, then I myself would extend an invitation for you and I to do amazing work together. So don't forget to hit on that link over there. And I really want to wish you the best. And I want to tell you that I love you very, very, very much, and that you're not alone. I'll see you next time. Bye.